Anytime.
Inside the Puddle McPrice court. With 4:25 left to go in the first quarter, we have Ritchie County up by 7. 11-4 is our score. Ravenswood with the ball now. Jeremy Lawrence, top of the key for 3. No, beyond the arc, no good. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Here comes Ritchie County. Paige Haught with the ball now. Goes middle, feeds it off to Burgess. Burgess shot in the post, no good. Rebound comes down to Zach Martin. Here comes Zach up the floor. Gives it off to Jesse Mize over on the right side wing for 3, and it's good. 11-10 now our score, or 11-7, excuse me. At 3:46 to play in this first quarter. welcome to the broadcast. Mike Graham, courtside, along with the coach, Jim Heyman, with you. There's Zach Martin with the steal, but he's going to be called for the foul inside on Paige Halt, and that's going to be Zach's first personal foul and Ravenswood's second team foul. And Ritchie County will inbound it underneath the basket, or actually on the side, excuse me. Ritchie County's DJ Burgess will inbound it to Halt. Halt over on the right side and brings across the middle out to the outside to Bolin. Bolin with the shot, no good. Here comes the Red Devils in transition. Zach Martin with the ball. Feeds it over to Jake on the left side wing. Jake back over to Zach over on the right side wing for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to James Carmichael. He gets struck away. Then Ben Pinnell is there with Fish with a shot off the top of the front of the rim, no good. Here comes Ritchie County. Paige Halt with the ball, left side wing over to Bolin, no good. Shot, no good. Goes back to Ritchie County. There is Burgess, DJ Burgess with a shot, no. Tries to go inside, no good. Rebound comes over to Ravenswood. Comes Zach Martin with Jake Martin now, top of the key with a shot. Goes over the right side wing to Jeremy Lawrence. Goes inside to Ben Pinnell. Ben back to Jeremy Lawrence with the fake. Goes inside, shoots inside. Shot won't go, off the rim, no. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Here comes Ritchie County. We've got Bolin with a shot for 3, and it's good. 14-7 our score here. 2:31 to play in the first quarter, and we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one too. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com and CAS Cable Channel 45. Now just going inside, scoring for the Red Devils. We've got 16-11 our score. Ritchie County out in front by 5 over Ravenswood. 1:15 to go in this first quarter of play. As Ritchie County has the ball, Paige Hall goes inside the post shot, and it's good with the jumper. 18-11 our score. Ritchie County in front. There goes Jeremy Lawrence, tries to go inside, and he's going to be fouled, and he'll go to line to shoot a pair. That was a nice drive inside, Coach. Mike Graham, courtside with you, along with Coach Jim Heyman. Glad to have you here at the broadcast. And we apologize for coming on a little late there. We are proud to bring you the action here. 1:03 to go on a stop clock here in the first quarter as Ritchie County makes some substitutions. Coming in for Ritchie County, Burgess, as Nathaniel Shipe went out to take a seat. Jeremy Lawrence misses both free throws, and the rebound comes down to Ritchie County. From Ritchie County, we've got Bolin with the ball right now. Goes it over to Burgess. Burgess, right side wing for 2. No good. Unable to get his own rebound. And we got foul on the floor, and it's going to be Ravenswood's ball. Okay, that foul will be on Ritchie County's Burgess. That'll be his first and second team foul for Ritchie County. And Ravenswood also has 2 team fouls. 18-12 our score. Ritchie County up by 6. Counting down on 49 seconds to go in this first quarter. Jake Martin with the ball for the Red Devils. Back to Zach, back to Jake. Over Jeremy Lawrence, right side wing. To Ben Pinnell, top of the key. Back over to Jeremy Lawrence, right side wing. Over to left side, Zach Martin to Jake. Over to James Carmichael in the corner. James feeds it back to Ben Pinnell on the outside. To Jeremy. Jeremy back to Ben Pinnell for a left side 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound comes down to James Carmichael with the follow through. 4 points now, difference between Ravenswood and Ritchie County. And the shot, and off the top of the backboard, and is good. Falls for Ritchie County. All right, here comes Zach Martin across the timeline, looking for a last second shot here. Screened by Carmichael. Zach Martin with the pull-up jumper, and it's good for Ravenswood. And it's a nice shot by Zach here to end the first quarter of play. We'll be right back with the second quarter here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com, and on CAS Cable Channel 45. Back inside the pit on McPrice Court as we start the second quarter play. Ravenswood have the ball. They've had some shots, 1 for 3, no good, but rebound. Ravenswood retains the ball. Jeremy Lawrence goes to 15 feet away. Shot rims out, no good. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Here is Justin Sage for Ritchie County with the ball. Looking to feeds it inside to Burgess for 3. No, off the side of the rim, no. Rebound comes down to Ben Pinnell. Quickly now to Zach Martin on the right side. Crossover with the pull-up jumper, no good. There, rebound comes down to Ben Pinnell. His shot no good as well. Volleyed around out there. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Ritchie County's plot up there with the layup, and it's up and in. 23-16 our score. Ritchie County out in front. 6:55 to go in the second quarter. Ravenswood Zach Martin with the ball on the right side wing. Over to James Carmichael. Goes inside to Ben Pinnell. Using that height muscle. Loses the ball. Retains it though. Gets it back. Looking for an open person. Goes out to Jake Martin on the left side. Cutting to Zach Martin in the post with the shot. He's heavily guarded and it's good. A nice shot by Zach even though he was heavily guarded with the jumper, and it goes in. 5 points now, the difference between Ritchie County and Ravenswood. Ritchie County up by 5, 23-18, 6:23 in the second quarter. Ritchie County with the ball now. The captain of this team, Paige Haught, calling the play. And as they get set up there, Ravenswood in their man-to-man defense. And then we've got Ritchie County there. Sage with the ball. Back over now to Haught. Haught goes inside. And he goes up with the left-handed layup, no good. Been fouled around out there. Rebound comes down to Jake Martin. Here comes Jake pushing it up the floor over to Zach Martin along the baseline. His shot no good. Rebound comes down to Ben Pinnell. And Ben's there with a nice cleanup. Okay, 3 points is only that separates now Ravenswood and Ritchie County. Ritchie County out in front, 5:35 to play in the second quarter. Paige Haught for Ritchie County with the ball over to DJ Burgess with the screen set by Cronin. And there's a long pass on the other side to Sage. Sage with the ball now. Goes off to the left side to Burgess. Burgess goes baseline. He loses it. Jake Martin with the nice steal. Gives it to older brother Zach. He goes inside. His shot won't fall. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Here comes Burgess for Ritchie County. Over to Sage. He drives the baseline. Shot, go pass to Cronin. And his layup is good. 5 points now. Ritchie County out in front, 25-20, 4:53 to go in the second quarter. Jake Martin with the ball now. Right side goes inside to Ben Pinnell. Using that height and that muscle to drive inside. Kicks it out to Jake Martin. Jake Martin, and we're going to have a foul on Ritchie County's Justin Sage. That'll be the fourth team foul on Ritchie County, and that'll be Justin Sage's first personal foul. And Ravenswood will inbound it over on the side here. Zach Martin will inbound the ball, looking for an open person here. And he gives it over long to Jeremy Lawrence. Back over to Jesse Mize on the right side. They give it to Zach Martin, corner, coming across. Near almost to midcourt now, Zach. Dribbling, looking for an open man. Goes at Jesse Mize near top of the key over to Jake Martin. Left side, then to Jeremy Lawrence. Jeremy drives baseline. His shot, and it's a pretty, he's done that many a times, that reverse layup that Jeremy does so well. 25-22 our score now. Ritchie County out in front with a page with Daniel Burgess driving baseline. His shot is up and good. 27-22 our score now. Ritchie out in front, 4:07 to play in this second quarter. Ravenswood, Zach Martin with the ball now, across the timeline, over on the right side wing. Zach over to Jesse Mize, top of the key over to Jake Martin, over to Jeremy Lawrence on that left side, to Ben Pinnell, top of the key. Ben Pinnell with beyond the arc, his three is no good. And we're fighting for the rebound. They're going to, I believe, call that foul on Zach Martin as he was fighting for the rebound, and the refs called a foul on him, probably reaching in. And that's going to be Zach's second personal foul and Ravenswood's third team foul. 3:45 to play in the second quarter. 5 points separating Ritchie County and Ravenswood. Ritchie County out in front, 27-22. Paige Hart with the ball for Ritchie County. To Burgess in the corner for three, and it's good. DJ Burgess for Ritchie County in the left corner for three. 30-22 our score. Zach Martin cuts, goes inside post. His pull-up jumper shot no good. Rebound comes down to Ravenswood, Jesse Mize. His shot is up and it's good. He's fouled and he'll go to the line for the and one. A nice move inside for Jesse Mize. And we've got some substitutions on the floor. John Schieffer coming in for Zach Martin. And we've got Ritchie County's Nathaniel Shipe going in for Adam Cronin. Jesse Mize will try to make it a three-point play. And his free throw is good. And again, the lead is only 5 points for Ritchie County. Ravenswood hanging around, fighting all the way, trying to cut this lead even more. 3:11 to play in the second quarter. Paige Hall for Ritchie County. Over to Hivers. Hivers with the ball. Back over to Bolin, excuse me. Hivers with the ball. Looks like trying to go inside. His shot kicks it outside to Burgess for three. And that won't fall for him. In and out of the rim. Jake Martin with the rebound. He pushes it up the floor. Right side wing. And his pass to Jesse. Looks like he was trying to go to Jesse Mize. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover Ravenswood. And Ritchie County will inbound underneath the basket. Nathaniel Shipe to Paige Hart. Paige Hart across the timeline over to Hivers with the ball now for Ritchie County. Oh, and there's a nice steal by Jeremy Lawrence. He's going to take it all the way to the basket for the nice left-handed layup. Is good. And we've got a timeout on the floor by Ritchie County. 30-27 our score. Ravenswood down by 3. 2:31 to play in the second quarter. We'll be right back. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com and CAS Cable Channel 45. Back inside the pit on McPrice Court, counting clock, 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Ritchie County with the ball. Paige Hart over to Sage for the Rebels, over to Nathaniel Shipe. Shipe with the ball now, kicks it back to Sage as he has the ball going near top of the key, kicks it back out to Bolin. Bolin with the ball now, tries to cut inside, kicks it out to Sage, back to Bolin for three, and that shot's partially blocked by Ben Pinnell. Rebound comes down to Ravenswood, kicks out shot, Jeremy Lawrence with the jumper off the side, no good. Jake Martin with the rebound, Zach Martin for left side wing for three, and it's good. And folks, we are all tied up at 30 here. And we've got 1:44 to play in the second quarter. And we've got Bolin for Ritchie County goes inside. And they're going to call a foul on Ravenswood, Zach Martin. And that's going to, that foul's going to be on John Schieffer. That's his first personal foul. And that will make Ravenswood with 14 fouls and Ritchie County with 5. Ritchie County inbound under the basket. And then the long pass on the other side of the court to Sage. Sage with the ball now across the timeline. Goes left side, bits it off to Hart for the Rebels. Hart goes, looks like trying to go inside. And Abel finds to a streaking Burgess. His shot, one-handed, his floater, no good. Rebound comes down to Michaels, no good rebound. And then the Ravenswood with the rebound turns it over, pushes up the floor. Jeremy Lawrence goes baseline. And I believe they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Or no, a foul on the floor, excuse me. by Ritchie County, and that is going to be on Burgess, and that's his second personal foul, 6 for Ritchie County. As we resume play, Ben Pinnell on the left side wing for a nice 3 shot. And Ravenswood is leading at the first point in this game by 3, 33-30. Ritchie County on their end goes inside, and I believe they're going to call a foul on Ben Pinnell. And as the Rebel player was going inside, and Ritchie County will inbound underneath the basket here. And that's going to be Ben's first personal. And Ravenswood now at 5 team fouls. Ritchie County inbounding it. The inbounds to Bolin, and his jumper in the lane is good. 55 seconds to go in the second quarter. Jake Martin for Ravenswood on the right side. Quarter goes inside to Ben Pinnell. He gets it knocked out by Halt, and I believe they're going to call a reach-in foul on Paige Halt, and that'll have a shooting situation, a 1-and-1 for Ben Pinnell. So Ravenswood will try to add to their already lead. They're up by 1, 33-32. 49.2 seconds to go on this in the second quarter. Ben Pinnell shot, rims out, no. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Paige Halt with the ball now. He'll bring it across the timeline. And he's guarded by Ben Pinnell. Paige goes inside, the left side. His shot won't go. We believe we have a foul on the floor. And they've called with the body, they're calling a foul on Ben, and Paige Halt will go to the line. He was fouled in the midst of shooting, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Paige Halt's first free throw attempt is good. And with substitution for Ravenswood now, Ben Pinnell having a seat, James Carmichael coming in for him. On the floor for Ravenswood, Carmichael, Jake Martin, John Schieffer, Jesse Mize, and Jeremy Lawrence. Paige Halt's second free throw attempt is good as well. 34-33, Ritchie County back out in front by 1. Carmichael with the inbound, Jake Martin across the timeline. Jake calling the offensive play. James Carmichael left side wing, back over to Jake Martin, top of the key, over to Jesse Mize, right side wing. Jesse over to Jeremy Lawrence, play on the top of the key. Looking for a last-second shot possibly for Ravenswood. Jesse Mize kicks it out to Jeremy Lawrence, left side. Left side wing, we've got Jake Martin, then to Jeremy Lawrence, top of the key, head fakes, kicks it back to Jake Martin. Jake Martin goes inside, and his nice inside move by Jake, and his layup is up and in, is good. Last second of shot by Burgess for Ritchie County is no good as time expires. We are in at halftime now. Ravenswood leading by 1, 35-34. We'll be right back after this. You're listening to Ravenswood Red Devil Basketball Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com and CAS Cable Channel 45. Welcome back inside the pit on McPrice Court. We are in the third quarter, 7:19 to go in the third quarter. We've got Ravenswood still out in front, 35-34. Back and forth we go. Some missed shots by both teams. Ravenswood now with the ball. Jeremy Lawrence inside to Ben Pinnell. Nice spin move. His shot up won't go. Off the rim, no. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Here comes Burgess for Ritchie County over to Halt. He drives baseline. His shot up, no good. Layup gets his own rebound. No, follows around. Rebound comes down to Ben Pinnell for Ravenswood. To Jake Martin across the timeline. Jake kicks out to Ben Pinnell, top of the key. Back over to Jake on the right side. Over to Zach Martin on the right side wing. Cross court over to Jeremy Lawrence, left side wing. Jeremy going to bring it over the middle, over to Zach Martin on the right side wing. Ben Pinnell back over to Jake. Then to John Schieffer in the left corner. Look it back over to Jeremy Lawrence there. Then over to Jake Martin on the right side. Kicks it over to Zach Martin, right side wing, back over to Jeremy Lawrence, almost midcourt. Over to Ben Pinnell in the corner. Ravenswood looking for open, goes inside to John Schieffer. Nice spin move by John, and it just rims out for John. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. In the corner to Bolin. His three-point attempt no good. Rebound comes down to Shipe. Back over to Bolin for three, and it's good for Ritchie County. Well, Burgess, with that three-point attempt, 37-35. Ritchie County back out in front by 2. 5:49 to go in this third quarter. Ravenswood, Zach Martin on the right side. Over to John Schieffer, top of the key, goes inside to Ben Pinnell. Ben, nice spin move, double team, dishes off to Zach Martin. Reverse layup is good. Nice move, nice give and go between Ben Pinnell and Zach Martin. And Zach was able to convert on the reverse layup. It's all tied up at 37. We are Ritchie County and Ravenswood. 5:20 to go in this third quarter. Paige Hawk goes in, tied to a streaking Bolin, and Ben Pinnell I believe is going to be called for the foul. Looks like he got all ball on that, but the ref saw a foul, so Bolin for Ritchie County will go to line to shoot 2. That's going to be Ben Pinnell's third personal, and that's a first team foul on Ravenswood for the second half. Substitutions out for Ravenswood. John Schieffer and Ben Pinnell going out for Ravenswood. Coming in will be James Carmichael and Jesse Mize. The other Red Devils out on the floor, Jake Martin, Zach Martin, and Jeremy Lawrence. Second free throw attempt by Bolin is a no good, and still tied up at 37 apiece. Here's Zach Martin for Ravenswood, across the timeline, calls the offensive play to Jeremy Lawrence. Over to Jake Martin on the left side wing, goes inside to Jesse Mize, kicks it back to Jeremy Lawrence, top of the key. Jake Martin for three, left side wing, no good. Comes out, Jeremy Lawrence with the rebound, fighting, goes inside. He's going to be fouled while shooting, and I believe they're going to call that foul on, Bolin, I believe. Or, no, Burgess. And, of course, Jeremy will go to the line to shoot 2. And that's going to be DJ Burgess's third personal and the first team foul for the second half for Ritchie County. Jeremy Lawrence's front end of 2 is no good. Substitutions for Ritchie County sitting out Cronin as well as Burgess. We've got Hott on the floor for Ritchie County, as well as Reno Jackson, Robert Michaels, and as well as Bolin for Ritchie County. That second free throw attempt was good for Ritchie County. They're up and they're down, trailing by 1. Ravenswood 38, Ritchie County 37. Paige Hott with the ball for Ritchie County. Over to Sage. Sage top of the key. Back up to Hott. They're going to lose it, and they're going to turn it over. It's going to be Ravenswood's ball. And just a miscommunication there on Ritchie County. The player went to the other way, and, of course, the other Rebel threw it the other way. Miscommunication. 38-37 our score. Ravenswood out in front of Ritchie County. 4:43 to go in this third quarter. Ravenswood, Zach Martin with the ball, calling the offensive play. Zach Martin over to younger brother Jake on the left side. In the corner to Ben Pinnell. Over to Jake Martin. Back over to Zach. Back to Jake. Left side we goes inside to James Carmel. Back over to Jake Martin. And then to Ben Pinnell. Back to Jake Martin. Back to Zach Martin. As they are trading possessions here. And trying to find an open man streaking. James Carmichael goes inside to Ben Pinnell inside the paint. His jumper's no good. Ben gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Jesse Mize on the right side. Then to Jake Martin now with the ball. Beyond top of the key over to Zach Martin on the right side. Then again James Carmichael to Jesse Mize for 3 beyond the arc. Back of the iron, no. Jesse gets his own rebound to Ben Pinnell. Kicks it out to Jake Martin to Zach over in the corner to James Carmichael. And it's good. James Carmichael in the left corner for a deep 3. 41-37 our score now. Ravenswood out in front. 3:40 to play in this second quarter. We've got a timeout on the floor by Ritchie County. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360, FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com, and on CAS Cable Channel 45. Back to action here as we are in the third quarter. Ravenswood up by 4, 41-37. They were called on a traveling call, and they will turn it over to Ritchie County. Ritchie County inbounds the ball on the side. Paige Halt with the ball for the Rebels, calling the offensive play. Paige Halt now trying to set a screen over to Burgess. Burgess kicks it back out to Halt. Hawks kicks it out to Sage. Sage tries inside, kicks it back out to Burgess. Burgess drives inside, cuts inside to Michaels. It's going to be rejected. Turnover for the Rebels. Here is Ravenswood Jake Martin to Ben Pinnell, cutting into the basket with a jumper in the lane, and it's good. 43-37 our score. Ravenswood out in front, 2:20 to play in this third quarter. Ravenswood with looking good on offense there. Ritchie County's Paige Halt with the ball on the left side there. And he tries beyond the arc, tries a three. No good offside the rim. And Ravenswood comes down with it. Ben Pinnell quickly now. He loses it, and it gets thrown up in the air. Jake Martin comes down with the ball. And then Ben Pinnell now with the ball top of the key, kicks it out to Zach Martin. And his jumper is good in the paint. 45-37 our score. Ravenswood out in front. 1:45 to play in this third quarter. And Jeremy Lawrence with a nice steal. And comes in for Ravenswood. Quickly now to Jake Martin, over to Zach Martin, over to Jeremy Lawrence near top of the key, goes inside. Ben Pinnell kicks it out to Zach. Zach drives baseline. Size no, goes top of the key to James Carmichael, to Jeremy Lawrence on the left side wing. Cuts, loses it, and turnover Ravenswood. And Ritchie County has the ball now. Burgess for the Rebels. Over to Paige Halt. Looks like go inside. He turns around, jumper off the backboard and in. Kind of difficult shot for Halt, but he makes it. 45-39 our score. Ravenswood out in front. 1:05 to play in this third quarter. Ravenswood, Zach Martin, James Carmichael top of the key. Over to Jeremy Lawrence, left side wing. Over to Ben Pinnell, top of the key. Over to Zach on the right side wing. Zach over to James Carmichael, top of the key, goes inside to Ben Pinnell using his height and strength. And Zach's going to be fouled, and he'll go to the line for and one. A nice move inside by Ben, and Ben will try to make it a three-point play for the Red Devils. 47-39 currently our score, 49.9 seconds to go in this third quarter. And Ben will shoot the one shot. Hopefully he can convert to expand that Red Devil league, and it's good from the line. All right, and 48-39 our score. Ravenswood out in front. And Rebels will inbound underneath the basket. Paige Halt to DJ Burgess, back to Halt. And Paige Halt will bring it across the timeline for the Rebels. Over to Bolin. Back over to Burgess in the corner. Goes inside. It's stole by James Carmichael. Nice steal by James. Jake Martin over to Zach Martin, left side wing. Over to Jake Martin. Coach Mick Price calling out the offensive play. And as Ravenswood gets set here, Jake Martin with the ball. 22 seconds and counting on this third quarter clock. Ravenswood possibly looking for a last second shot. Jake Martin with the ball now. Jesse Mize looks to set a screen there. Jake Martin to Zach Martin. Zach loses the ball, and Ritchie County, there's scrum on the floor. Ritchie County comes up with it. And we got Sage for Ritchie County. His shot up and no good. And they get their own rebound, those Rebels. And as there's a fight on the floor, time expires before Ritchie County is able to get the shot off. When we come right back, we'll have the start of the fourth quarter. 48-39 is our score. Ravenswood out in front. We'll be right back with the fourth and final quarter here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com, and on CAS Cable Channel 45. Back here on McPrice Court inside the pit, and we've got a foul on the floor committed by Ravenswood, I believe, and looks like they're going to call that, I believe, on James Carmichael. And we have going to the line for Ritchie County, DJ Burgess. And excuse me, that is Zach Martin with the foul there. That's going to be his third personal. The second team foul for Ravenswood. And the free throw attempt by Burgess for Ritchie County is good. And he'll try to convert on this back end of 2. And his shot is good as well. Well, actually, we had a foul. I'm sorry. He was going for 3, and he has 3 free throw attempts. So this is his third. And he makes all 3. 50-42 our score. Ritchie County trying to claw their way back, only down by 8. And we've got Ravenswood with a shot now. While we were away, Jeremy Lawrence tried a 3 and missed it. And then Zach Martin was there to clean it up and was good on the jumper. Zach Martin with a free throw attempt, no good. And then Ben Pinnell's there with a nice cleanup. And with the follow through is good. 52-42, Ravenswood up by 10 here in this fourth quarter. 7:05 to go in this fourth quarter. The free throw attempt by Burgess, no good. Ravenswood comes down with the rebound. Jeremy Lawrence with the ball. Jeremy Lawrence kicks it out to Ben Pinnell, left side wing. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com, and CAS Cable Channel 45. Welcome back inside the pit on McPrice Court as we resume. Ravenswood will inbound right in front of us here. And Jeremy Lawrence inbounding to Zach Martin with the dribble back over to Jeremy Lawrence, left side wing. As they get their offensive play set. Zach Martin comes over to Jeremy Lawrence, cutting over on the right side. Jeremy brings it across, and looks like he loses the ball for a second, but was able to get it back. Kicks it out to Jake Martin, left side over to Ben Pinnell, top of the key, over to the right side. James Carmichael goes inside to Zach Martin with the fake, with the jumper in the lane, is up and in. 54-42, 12 points now. Ravenswood out in front over Ritchie County, and we got it over and back for Ritchie County, and they'll turn it over, and it'll be Ravenswood's ball. 6:18 to go in this fourth quarter. Ravenswood will take the ball, and they'll inbound it on the side here, about mid-court. Jeremy Lawrence inbounding it to Zach Martin. Coach Mick Price calling out the offensive plays. And Zach over to Jake Martin on the left side, over to Ben Pinnell, left side wing. Kicks it out to Zach Martin, left corner, over to Jeremy Lawrence over on the left side there. James Carmichael kicks it back to Jeremy Lawrence, over to Jake Martin, Ben Pinnell back over to Jeremy. Quickly passing the ball back and forth are the Red Devils, trying to get Ritchie County off balance there. Goes inside to Ben Pinnell. He goes inside the paint. His shot is partially blocked there. Turnover Ravenswood. Here come the Rebels. Burgess bowling for Ritchie County. Kicks out to Paige Halt for 3. And in out, no. They loses it. And Ritchie County unable to come down with the rebound. Ravenswood comes rebound, and they bring it across the timeline. Jake Martin with the ball now for the Red Devils. Coach Mick Price calling out the play over to Jeremy Lawrence on the left side. Top of the key, Ben Pinnell back over to Lawrence. Lawrence with the ball now for Ravenswood. Goes 15 for top of the key to Ben Pinnell, and Zach Martin there as he comes over the right side wing. Tries to go inside to Ben Pinnell, double team. Back over to Zach Martin, back to Ben Pinnell on the right side. That's his spot right there. We like to shoot jumpers to a cutting James Carmichael. His left-handed layup won't go. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County. Here they come. And they're trying to go outside for 3. Is Sage, and off the backboard, no. Rebound comes down to Ravenswood's Ben Pinnell. He has the ball now for Ravenswood, and carefully taking his time across the timeline as he gets it off there, and waiting for the offense of Ravenswood to get set there. And Zach Martin with a nice spin move. He's heavily guarded by Ritchie County's Burgess. They go inside to Ben Pinnell. Ben Pinnell with a nice in the lane. His shot up and in, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for the and one. 56-42 our score, 4:25 to play in this fourth quarter. And Ravenswood up by 12, and as we come out, we'll take a break, and when we come back, Ben Pinnell will try to make it a three-point play. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com, and on CAS Cable Channel 45. Back now inside the court, back inside the pit on 56-42 our score. Ravenswood out in front 4:25 to go in this fourth quarter. When we resume play, we'll have Ben Pinnell going to the line for the and one, as going to try to make it a three-point play, as he was fouled as he went in for the layup. It was good, and Ben's getting ready to shoot that free throw. We welcome you to the broadcast. Thank you so much for listening to the radio, whether you're listening to AM 1360 or FM 1065 or online at WMOVradio.com or watching on CAS Cable Channel 45. We welcome you to the broadcast. Ben Pinnell missed that free throw attempt, and Ritchie, Ravenswood last touched the ball, they're saying, and it'll be Ritchie County's ball here on the side. 4:17 on the stop clock. Ritchie County will inbound it. Boland for Ritchie County will inbound it. Stolen nicely by John Sheever. They're going to say John stepped on the line as he stole it, and Ritchie County will retain possession. Ritchie County will inbound on the side. They go to Paige Halt. Nice fake move as he in the lane jumper. His shot rims out. No, stolen quickly by Ritchie County from Ben. And then they quickly now here is for Burgess for Ritchie County, and the scrum on the floor there, and who last touched it. And they're going to say last touched by Ravenswood. Ritchie County will inbound it on the side. Boland for Ritchie County will inbound the ball to Paige Halt. Halt now with the ball back over to Boland for three, and it's good in the corner. 56-45 our score. Ritchie County hanging around. 3:50 to go in this fourth quarter. Jake Martin for Ravenswood with the ball. He goes over, cuts over right side. Tries to go inside to Ben Pinnell. Guarded twice, back over Jake, back to Ben Pinnell inside the paint. He shot, and they're going to call offensive, or excuse me, they're going to foul on for Ritchie County, and that shot is going. Ben Pinnell's going to go to the line, and and the foul is going to be on Nathaniel Shipe of Ritchie County. And Ben Pinnell is going to go to the line to shoot, and I believe he's shooting shooting one there at the line. And his free throw attempt is good for Ravenswood. 59-45 our score. Here comes Ritchie County. Paige Halt, go there off the screen, goes inside to Boland. His layup is up and in. 59-47 our score. 3:27 to go in this fourth quarter. A nice, exciting game here. Glad you can join us here for the broadcast. Ravenswood Jake Martin on the right side goes inside to Ben Pinnell, and he loses it, but they're going to call a foul on Adam Cronin with the reach-in foul. Ravenswood will inbound it underneath the basket. And that's going to be Adam Cronin's third personal. 5 team fouls on Ritchie County. Inbounds now to Jeremy Lawrence. His layup no good, gets his own rebound. Shot his second again. Clean up by Ben Pinnell is up and in. 61-47 our score now for Ravenswood. Here's Boland with the jumper for Ritchie County is good. 3 minutes to go now in this fourth quarter. 61-49 our score. Ravenswood's Zach Martin with the spin move over on the right side. Looks for an open man to James Carmichael, over to Jeremy Lawrence there. Goes inside to James Carmichael. His shot off the glass, no good. Zach Martin with the rebound. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Zach. And so we're going to have Ritchie County with the ball there. When we will resume play, we'll be right back. We'll take a timeout on the floor. And you're listening to Red Devil Basketball here on AM 1360 and FM 1065 WMOV, WMOVradio.com, and CS Cable Channel 45. Welcome back to McPrice Court inside the pit as we resume play. It'll be Ritchie County's ball, as Ritchie County's Ryder Boland had made his 2 free throw attempts. While we were away, they called the foul on Zach Martin, an intentional foul on the rebound. I've never seen that before, but Ritchie County does retain the ball. Now the shot by Burgess, no good. Rebound comes down to Ravenswood. Scrum on the floor, Jake Martin with the ball, and they call a foul. They're going to call a foul on for Ritchie County, and let's see who they call that on, and that's going to be on Ritchie County's Boland, that'll be his third personal. 16 fouls now for Ritchie County. Ravenswood will inbound the ball. The long pass from Jeremy Lawrence to Zach Martin. Zach with the ball. And he cuts over, goes aside there, spins his jumper in the lane, and is good. Zach Martin with a nice, pretty jumper. 63-51 is our score. On the other end, we have a shot offensive foul on Ritchie County, and we're going to have it's going to be Ravenswood's ball there as they clean up some sweat on the floor there. 2:15 to go in this game. 63-51, our score. Ravenswood out in front, and with Ritchie County with the offensive foul, they turn it over. Ravenswood will inbound the basket. James Carmichael over to Jake Martin. He's heavily guarded by Bolin. He loses it. Actually, last touched by Ritchie County's Bolin, and Ravenswood will retain possession. James Carmichael will inbound it again for Ravenswood. James now with a cutting Jake Martin, and he almost steps out of bounds, gives it back to James. They got to quickly get it across the timeline. They do. To Ben Pinnell streaking. He's going to go inside for the jumper. No good off the side of the rim. And we've got a jump ball, and it'll go to Ritchie County. Well, actually, they're going to call foul on the floor, excuse me, to Ben Pinnell. And Ritchie County will have the ball there. And that'll be Ben's fourth personal. And that'll be the 14th foul for Ravenswood. Ritchie County currently at 17 fouls. Paige Hall for Ritchie County now streaking up the lane, goes inside the paint. His jumper is good. 63-53 our score. Ravenswood out in front by 10. Ravenswood, Zach Martin with the ball now. He gets past his defender with a shot to James Carmichael to Zach Martin on the right side wing. Over to Jeremy Lawrence, and he maintains possession. He's shooting on the floor, and Ravenswood loses it out of bounds. Looks like also there's a foul on the floor. Let's see what they say here. Maybe a one-and-one shot opportunity. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll get a clarification for you as well. You're listening to Red Devil Basketball here on the Sports Voice of the Middle Ohio Valley, WMOV AM 1360, FM 106.5, online at WMOVradio.com, and on CES Cable, Channel 45. Stop clock here at 1:38. Jeremy Lawrence free throw attempt is no good. Rebound comes down to Ritchie County's Burgess, and he's going to have the ball looking for open. He cuts it across to Paige Haught. Paige Haught back over to Burgess. Burgess over to Bolin. Bolin kicks it out to Haught. Haught, top of the key, free throw attempt, or 3-point attempt is good. 63-56 our score. Ravenswood out in front. A nice, exciting game. Glad you could join us here for the broadcast here. Ravenswood's Ben Pinnell with the ball now, and he's going to be heavily guarded by Haught. Ben Pinnell back over to Zach Martin near midcourt. Zach, and let's see here. We've got a foul on the floor, I believe. A foul on one-and-one attempt for Ravenswood. And Zach Martin will be going to the line, and they're going to call that foul on Jesse Hivers for Ritchie County. Zach Martin going to the line to shoot a one-and-one. 1:05 to go in this fourth quarter. 63-56 our score. Ravenswood out in front. Zach Martin's first shot attempt is good, and he'll get to shoot another. Nice, exciting game here tonight between Ravenswood and Ritchie County. Zach Martin's second free throw attempt is good as well. Zach Martin making good on that. Ritchie County's Paige Haught with the ball now. Top of the key for three, and rims out. No good. Rebound comes down to Ben Pinnell. He kicks out to Zach Martin, and Zach up to across the timeline. James Carmichael, and there's going to be a foul on the floor, I believe, and by Ritchie County. And let's see here. We're going to call that foul, I believe, on Adam Cronin. And Zach Martin for Ravenswood will shoot two. That'll be Adam Cronin's second personal. 10 team fouls now for Ritchie County. Zach Martin, the front end of his two is good. And Zach Martin will try to make good on his second free throw attempt from the line. And his second free throw attempt from the charity stripe is good as well. 66-56 our score. Ravenswood back out in front by 10. Ritchie County's Paige Haught with the ball now. And he cuts inside, kicks it out to the left corner to Bolin. Bolin for three. Left side wing, front of the rim, no. Jeremy Lawrence comes down with the rebound. And Ravenswood, all they have to do now is just hold the ball. Less than 35 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Ben Pinnell guarded heavily, kicks it out to Jake Martin over to Jeremy Lawrence. Midcourt, Zach Martin with the ball now. And Zach with the ball. He's guard back over to Jeremy Lawrence. Less than 20 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Jeremy Lawrence over to Ben Pinnell. Ben with the ball now. Kicks it over to the side to Jeremy Lawrence. And we're under 10 seconds to play in this fourth quarter. Jeremy Lawrence with the ball now. And over to Ben Pinnell. And he's going to go to spin move. And he's just going to hold it. Drives, goes inside. And he does lose. And it is reach in, but he loses the ball. But time expires. And we are final from the pit on McPrice Court. Ravenswood a winner tonight, 67-56. They win by 11. And we are going to be right back. After this, you're listening to Red Devil Basketball here on the Sports Voice of the Mid-Ohio Valley, AM 1360 and FM 106.5 WMOV, online at WMOVradio.com, and on CES Cable Channel 45.